Alright, hey everybody, one of Weezem came right back. Gonna go ahead and get started here. See what we can't do. There we go. Alright, the Hacks 405, we're at 290. I'm still in second place, shockingly. We'll continue. You're showing my confidence in you wasn't misplaced. More performances like that, I'm sure it'll be a Dodge Charger that takes the Dodge Million. One with you at the wheel. So he seems overly enthusiastic how far we are. I mean, we're doing good, but we're so far back from first. That's a sweet shot. Midwest Cities Route B, daytime, track 10 and 15. Midwest Cities track is 100% urban, wide overpasses to narrow tunnels and even alleyways. This track is a real challenge. Sounds like it. Doing great, but complacency is a killer, and you've got to keep your concentration and keep your performance levels high. We will try. Do I anticipate another first place finish? No. Do I anticipate more stuff where we get knocked back to the pack and try to weasel our way back up between 6th and 4th? Yes. So, we'll see what happens. There goes a Hack, and again, he didn't slipstream me at all. You saw it yourselves, and yet he has nitrous right off the bat. I would love to know how that happens, because wouldn't it be nice if we could do that? That is actually really annoying to know that there's unfair advantages given to some of the racers. I didn't want to hit nitro there, but I did it for the simple fact that I wanted to get away from the pack in hopes that we can stay ahead of the pack, you know, which again I seriously doubt happens, but I mean, you can just see them, they're like a centipede behind us on the map. And here's one of the tunnels, which I'm sure will be, there's probably going to be columns that randomly appear. Alright, so at least we got around him. Got a puzzle piece too. Oh, and of course we roll, and there's nothing we can do to turn over. So, and there are the columns that I told you would probably randomly appear. I'm actually shocked that, you know, we only fell back to 5th when we rolled for that long. Okay. Oh, yeah, well, thank you for that, sir. And jeez. I just drive them into the wall for a change, see how they like it. You know, we're way, way, way behind 4th place. Which again is basically, you know, like a little mini pack up there, and then there's people strung out behind us pretty good. This is actually still lap 1, so it's at least a big track, so maybe we can cover some ground somehow. Oh, that looked like a tunnel. And the car won't turn over, so now we go from what should have been a 4th to 6th place. The car regenerating is also extremely annoying. In addition to being unrealistic, it's just an eyesore. You know, it's little things that, what the heck, really take away from this game that I don't think it would have taken much time to really remedy, you know? And like you see your little race helmet, and then the car is just flashing erratically. We needed that wrench pretty bad. I mean, the brakes aren't doing anything. You know, I mentioned that in the last time around. Alright, so here's the super massive tunnel. Oh, and there's the wall in the tunnel. So we'll see if we can't slipstream someone and then maybe rocket around. Probably right into the column. I mean, I'm saying it now, just watch it happen. It's actually not letting me slipstream. There's the Hack. At least that idiot got walled. Oh, now we've got our own car that just absolutely screwed us over. And somehow, you know, they get bumped around just as much as we do, yet they're able to get on the road and, you know, be 3/4 of a mile ahead of us. So, you know, I believe I made the turn. I mean, to really fully appreciate this, you would have to play the game yourself. I mean, it's frustrating because it's so close to being, you know, a decent game, somewhat challenging, but, you know, enjoyable overall. And then it's just little simple things where they kind of cut corners on, and it just makes it extremely frustrating instead. That's the hack behind this, you know, he miraculously, you know, gets to travel 300 miles an hour. Okay, I think this, you know, and right here, they need to have arrows. They do it on all the other corners. Oh, and there goes the hack right around us with his infinite nitrous supply. I mean, that we hit that the first time, it looked like a dark place where you go, and be danged, it's, and we just passed Loda, and it didn't advance our position any. So, you know, really, I don't understand. But, and again, you know, the brakes are absolutely horrible. So here's our lovely tunnel that we always seem to hit the wall and roll in. See if we can avoid it this time. This is the final lap. This is a really long track. Alright, so we're probably going to hit the columns, but we basically have to do it. Oh hey, why hit the columns when you can hit the wall? Okay, so we finally passed somebody and it changed the position, so that's a nice change of pace here. And of course we get past. And why there's no nitro bottles on a straightaway, a little concerning. We've at least got enough cash, we can basically get the late model, but I mean, I'm not going to do it until we can advance and I have to re-race. I mean, that's, I want to drive the 68, you know, basically as long as possible, so. And right there is where we need to have the arrows and don'ts. I'm sure anyone that plays this is going to do the same thing I did on lap 1, just assume it's like a dark tunnel. But I got 5th, so back into the middle basically. Alright, so Hendrick actually beat the hack. We were 7 seconds out. At least Maisie came in last. I'm about sick of her. We'll continue, probably get screamed at. Right, that was decent enough drive. You and I both need to do better, and better this evening might just get you a win. Continue. Race in reverse, Midwest City's track presents a different challenge, primarily due to the approach to some of the alleys and very tight corners. That wasn't too bad this morning. Race it tonight, and you have a real chance of taking decent haul championship points. So I mean, if we could get to, you know, the hack knocked out and Hendrick, you know, there's still a chance we could come in. Well, probably not first, but you know, still get a podium finish. But we're starting in 4th is the good news. Let's see, are they all gonna go around me with nitro? Oh, Nikki has nitro off the line too. You know, unless we miss something, you know, you can't equip nitrous in this game. You have to get bottles or slipstream people. So, you know, it's pretty interesting the way they screw around with that. I mean, it basically makes it where you can't compete at all. Like I said, you know, I mean, I know what they want me to do. They want me to go buy the Super Bee, you know, the 2008 or I think whatever that was they had available. And, you know, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to take the 68 until it basically can't be driven anymore. And again, the brakes, I mean, I don't even, it's like we don't have any. It's not that it's not like the upgrade went away. It's legitimately like we don't have brakes. I guess that was a shortcut back there, but you know, maybe if I paid to upgrade the intelligence and see the shortcuts, we'd win. But I mean, I found a few in taking them, and they honestly seem like they just slow me down. You know, where I come back out and get chomped by somebody. So we're catching back up to the backpack here. You know, you can steer a car pretty easy in something that slopes like that. You know, has that wide of a radius, even at 100 miles an hour. So I mean, lifelike physics are basically out the window. We do need the wrench, so at least we got that. Might be in 8th place, but at least our car looks good. You know. Oh yeah, there's a that is a wide, I mean a tight turn right there. So the good news is Hendrick was in 1st place last time. The bad news is I'm sure he has an infinite nitrous supply and he'll blow by us. We'll probably use one, pull it beside us, and then magically, you know, do it again. So, oh, there he goes. Let's see how long it takes him to get his nitrous back. So if we get around these guys, we would be into, what, 4th or 5th? Can't really tell since they all amazingly have more acceleration than we do. Alright, so we got around these two nuts. Well, I'll take that back. Now we should put them in our dust. Past Loda. I was on the brakes way early and it's still, I mean, it's like not doing anything. And we got somebody behind us that'll pass us. There's that shortcut. Oh, everybody. Hey, yeah, they all of them have nitrous. You know, so screw that guy. You know, you're on Team Charger. You know, another thing, no other 68 Charger owner is going to peg another 68 Charger owner into the wall. There's Maisie. Hopefully she stays behind us. There's the columns. Again, this is a really long track. I mean, I know I've said that before, but... And you know, if you look at it, I mean, the car isn't, you know, super great looking, but, you know, in terms of, like, realistic, but the track and the street really isn't that bad. It's just then you try to drive something on it, and it's kind of like, oh. I see they, you know, hit the game's cap here pretty quick. Hey, we got around 2 idiots in the alley, so I'm sure one of them put the other one into the wall, and they'll probably pass us with their infinite nitrous here in a little bit. And there is a lot to pick up, you know, like I saw that train go by. You know, I'm guessing this is like Chicago. I don't know why they don't just like say that, but you know, whatever. Slowed down to do that. Oh, so they both have nitro, huh? Well, oh, and you know, Loda just hit back-to-back nitrous, and she wasn't slipstreaming. That's complete crap. I mean, just like I said, you know, you can't really appreciate the frustration until you're doing it yourself. I mean, it's everything I can do not to just, you know, shut the game off and condemn it and move on to a Mario playthrough, you know. But I mean, the game is, like I keep saying, it's so close. I mean, to being a solid game, you know. That it just wouldn't be people like me that are into the cars. It would be, you know, somebody could see it and say, oh well, you know, gee, there's nothing else going on, particularly at a time like right now. You know, it's kind of like Nintendo just forgot people exist that play their games, and you know, pick it up in the bargain bin and say, hey, you know, that game really wasn't that bad. But somehow we were able to rock it into 4th by not. Oh, there comes the end of our glorious comeback right here. Right there. You know, we're probably going to go into 8th now. So, but I mean, the game, it's really, you know, right there. You know, just a little bit more, particularly on like the handling and braking, just the essential controls of a race game. It would just put the game right where it needs to be. I mean, that was absolutely ridiculous what we just had to go through. You know, so yeah. This is probably going to be the end here. Just don't want to end it. I don't think we'd have time to run 2 more. And nowhere near the top. Hack was 1st. Looks like Hendrick 2nd. Oh, I guess somebody in a 68 got 3rd. I guess that little rock star dude. Yeah. Alright, so we got 5th overall. It's not surprising. Just gonna continue. We're still in 2nd place, but I mean, look how far back we are, you know. Sorry, Wisdom, just sitting up scratch. You need 40 more championship points to continue. So improve your finishes on some of the races in the last section and you can move on. So, I knew this was coming to the point where we have to re-race. So we're basically looking at section 2 re-races here. So 6 through 10, like I was guessing earlier. Yeah, there's a lot of room for improvement. This is one of our lowest finishes. I'm trying to think of how long this one is. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm not even gonna read that. I hope I can fit both in under like 30 minutes. We're at 18 right now. Seems like this one was short. I could be wrong. There goes the hack. At least he didn't use nitrous that time to get around us, you know. Alright, so there's the big wreck already. Surprisingly, that person gets in a big wreck and they're able to just come right back. Oh, jeez. Oh, so we hit the non-existent wall and the car flips and doesn't turn over. That probably, if this is a short track like I'm thinking, that probably cost us the whole shebang right there. Need him out of my way. You know, I guess this isn't as short as I thought, but you know, still it's about like a little over a minute lap time, I guess. I mean, we're pretty far out of first place. I don't know that we're gonna do much here. Oh yeah, that was absolutely realistic. You know. So we're in last place now. It's basically to the point that, you know, the little bit of competitiveness that this car has, you know, kiss off, is lost for the simple fact, you know, the poor controls and wrecks and everything in the game. I mean, we're not gonna get anywhere in this. You know, I think we're just gonna have to buy the new car. I don't want to, but you know, I don't want to sit here and do 15 playthroughs on the same track to try and get, you know, a podium finish either. And that's basically what you have to do. You'd have to get out in front and run flawless and have no one with infinite nitrous able to catch you. And the way this game goes, that's extremely unlikely to happen. So we're at least getting close to cars, but this is the final lap, and I don't think we're going to pass any of them. Unless we got one. There you see the camera angle. I mean, I hit the nitrous bottles, and your instinct is to hit it as quick as possible, which is what I did. And it just changed the camera angle, so it's wonderful. 6th place. 5 seconds out of first, supposedly. I'm not even going to read that. I don't care at this point in time. Whatever. As you can see, the game gets quite frustrating, again, because of the poor, really the poor design and controls, you know. So I think we might be able to top our 7th place finish, but you know, it won't be by much. And again, they all amazingly have nitrous, and then we get driven into the wall. I'm sitting there steering every direction possible, and we can't do anything different aside from be driven into the wall by an opponent's car. So I mean, thanks for nothing, you know. I should have just ended it, you know, but I was too tempted to come right back. You can't really see the frickin', you can't drive through that little boardwalk railing or whatever. And so I couldn't see it, and then you wind up overcompensating because your car doesn't brake. Despite putting the upgrade package on that seemed to work fine a couple races ago. You know, that's the most annoying part, I think, is just that the car that was super competitive like this in part 1, and it's not the fact that the other cars are way faster than me as much as it is the car now that used to handle so well doesn't, you know, and it doesn't accelerate the same, so we get hit and then they throw us the penalties. So at least we're in 2nd, but of course we're behind the hack, so not like that helps the championship race that much. Somehow we got that wrench. I didn't think they were gonna give it to us. I actually made it through that one with just not even using the brakes. We got rid of him. Hopefully he goes to 8th place. That's my SportsCenter highlight anyway. That actually was surprisingly fluid. That was not. But yeah, and I mean, how you can do this well in the night race when you didn't do crud in the morning race is beyond me. But I want to get as much nitro as I can because we're probably going to get passed, and then if I could just at least slipstream that person. Again, the brakes, it's like, why even have them, you know? If the game's not going to let the brakes stop your car, I don't understand why you don't just completely do away with them, you know? You'd stop the car, just throw it in neutral and, you know, blow your transmission, you know? I mean, jeez. We're way ahead of everybody right now, so I'm gonna not even hit the nitrous at this point. Well, I guess I will now. What this will hinge on is where the others came in. We could possibly get a podium finish here. We did. Sweet. So we actually did well enough on the night run to get first place on the podium. So Maisie second, Hack third. Got 50 championship points. So moral of the story: you drive a 68 Charger, good things happen. You know, Hack probably got screwed when we spun him out, but that's exactly what we wanted to have happen. So can't complain. All right, so well, it continues. I'm gonna have to end this. It's getting close to 30 minutes. Hack 450. We're still only at 350. You know, I mean, it's not like we made huge strides or anything. Your performance has been good enough to let you progress to the next champ. I don't want to progress. I want to re-race. Anyway, we've unlocked stage 11. I kind of wanted to re-race the rest of those and get our points up. But I don't know, I guess we can't do that or something. Yeah, well, anyway, I guess we'll find out next time. I'm going to end it here. This is part 11 of Dodge Racing. We did advance, didn't really intend to. I kind of wanted to try and get more points, but I guess we did well enough to get the 40 we needed. So any questions, comments, feel free to ask. And as always, thanks for watching.